Welcome back to another episode of Talks with Chepe. Today we're going to talk about something that everybody deals with, and for some reason, some of us can't figure it out, and that is love. I'm going to give you my 2 cents about it, so let's get going. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been seeing a lot of different things when it comes to love. People falling in love, people falling out of love. But what really is it? It's something that I never really questioned sometimes. It just kind of happened. I've only been in love one time in my life, and that was in past relationship, which I'll to get in touch with that in a moment. But sometimes it makes you wonder, is it something that we just know when we see it? Is it something that we have to build towards? Or is there such thing as love at first sight? Me growing up, I grew up with a household with 2 parents. So I kind of figured you meet the person, you fall in love with them, and you grow old. But as you start to get older, you realize that that's something that doesn't happen with everybody. I've had friends whose parents are divorced. I have friends who don't even want to be together, but they are just for the sake of the children. But like, what really is it? I know mothers who are single and they have children and they have this unprofound love for their children. Is that the same type of love that we feel when we meet a significant other? These are all things that I kept thinking about over the past, I want to say about month or so. Like I said, from things that I've been seeing, shows I've been watching, movies that come on TV, and I just happen to stumble upon them and watch them. Anybody who knows me knows that I love watching romantic movies. That's no big secret. If you don't know me, surprise, I like watching romantic movies. Some people call me a hopeless romantic, but I still believe, like I said, growing up with 2 parents and watching them be in love, I think that it's something that you want to strive for in life. I don't know, call me crazy, right? But this all started when I started watching a show called Modern Love, and they go through different episodes and they try to talk about different types of love, and it made me like think, you know, it really makes you wonder, are you ever going to find that person that you're really supposed to be with? Like I said, I've only been in love one time, and it's something that happened when I was a teenager, and since then really I haven't been in love. I just have this idea what it should be, but is that really love or is it lust? I don't know. Maybe somebody out there knows and they figure it out, and they should probably hit me up. Maybe you can give me some more insight. But let me tell you what my perspective is. So the first time I fell in love was when I was about, I want to say 16, 17. Now I know that's young, and some of you may say you at that age you don't really know what love is, but this is how I interpret it. So I met this girl when I was working at Burger King. For all you who know me, you know who she is. I'm not going to mention names, but we started off as friends, and then from friends, we just kept talking, and then we got to know each other, and boom, it turned to my girlfriend. And I don't want to say I fell over heels, but I kind of did. I wanted to spend time with this person. I wanted to go pretty much everywhere with them. And at first she was great, but I guess it's like you go past that honeymoon stage. I don't know what they call it, but as the months started going by, after 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, you kind of like, I guess you get comfortable with the person, and that's kind of what like I'm trying to question. Do you really have to keep building on the relationship, or is love just something that you just know? Because I felt the same way 8 months down the road, but apparently she didn't. So I would still go out. We would still go out. I would give her my card. She would go buy whatever she wanted. And that's what I thought love was. I thought if you can keep them happy, they'll be with you forever. Obviously not, because surprise, surprise, you give it a couple, I want to say within like a year and a half into the relationship, she started talking to her ex-boyfriend. Me being the type of person which I don't like to control another person, because we all have our own freedom and rights. That's the way I see it. As long as she was being honest with me, I really didn't have a problem with it, because she was friends with the person before I met her. So who am I to tell them don't talk to them? Obviously, other people have different types of opinions. But then it started getting weird because they started hanging out. I mean, like, who am I? Like I said again, who am I to tell her not to hang out with that person? But it's kind of weird. Like, what type of person hangs out with their ex after they break up? And lo and behold, she ended up cheating on me with this person. And that's when I felt my first heartbreak. I mean, I had to break up with her at that point. I was lucky enough to realize that I shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't respect me for who I am, and I'm not going to let them sit there and disrespect me. So we went to IHOP. She didn't know this was coming though, so we went to an IHOP by the Smith Haven Mall. We got food. I paid because I'm still a gentleman. And when we were done eating, I said, "Listen, this is over." You know, caught her by surprise, obviously, because she didn't expect it. And I told her that I found out she was cheating on me. So, a couple of days after, she was still hitting me up saying that she messed up and she was heartbroken. But that's when you start to question, what is the love? I still loved her, but she obviously didn't love me because she had to go cheat on me. And I've heard people who are in relationships say, "Oh, I still love this person, but if I don't have sex in fucking a month or so, I'm gonna go and cheat on them with another person. But keep me, I still love that person," which is nonsense to me. If you love somebody, why the fuck are you sleeping with somebody else? Are you like, what? What? It baffles my mind. But people do it. I've seen it. I have friends who do it. Why they do it, I don't know. But then that's the thing, she hits me up weeks later saying, "I still love you." No, you don't. So that's where I start to question, what really is this love? I was trying to work on it. She didn't. And look where we are. We're not together anymore. I took it as a life lesson though, and now I'm trying to figure out what it is. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, is it destiny? Do we just go on our daily lives and we just happen to stumble upon this person and boom, love at first sight? Or do we actually have to go out and meet this person and try to work on it? I've seen both in my life. I've seen friends who meet a person for the first time and they're in love, and now they're happily together for 3-4 years, probably gonna get married. And then I've seen other couples who tried to work on it and they're not together. And is that love the same type of love that when there are others type? Like, I have friends who I love, but I don't love them the way that I would love somebody that I want to be with. I have friends who are girls and I love them. I love them like a friend, but it doesn't mean I love them in a, I guess, I don't want to say physical way because that's not the way I want to say, but you know what I mean. I don't see myself with them for the rest of my life, but I still love them. Is it the same thing? Can you have a relationship with somebody when you were friends first, or is that something you don't have a relationship with your friends? And I've seen both ways work. But that's my story. That's my love story. That's what happened to me. Now I'm still trying to figure out. And the reason why, like I said, it comes to my mind, watching the show Modern Love, it shows you different types of love that these people come across. On the first episode, this girl, she's deeply in love with her child. Now, I don't have a kid, so I can't speak on it. I don't know how it is. But is that the same type of love as you would have your partner? People have kids and they love their children. I see it all the time, but they love their partner more than their kids, or vice versa. They love their kids more than their partner. So what is that? Well, if you ask me, that's kind of fucking stupid. And then we go into the question of, is it lust? Now, I mean, I'm sure everybody, if you're old enough and if you're listening to this and you're not of age, well, cover your ears. But obviously everybody wants to have sex, or they need to have it. Does sex really affect the way you love somebody? Like, obviously you want somebody who can fucking have a crazy night with, and you want to spend, do it every single night. Or do you just have someone that has like fucking, it's okay, like who just wants to have okay sex? I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, at that point, why even have sex? I can do it my fucking self. But people do it and they still call themselves in love. I mean, that's stupid to me. Might as well be single. And then I brought this up to the point one time with one of my friends. I said to her, I love you as a friend, but I'm not attracted to you in that way, and I wouldn't be with you that way. But what's the point of being in a relationship, really? If I have an issue and I want to tell you something, I can just come to you and confide in you and, and vent to you, and I'll be fine. Is the relationship just by having sex at the end of it, and then boom, you bust a nut and you're happy, or they have their own shit and they're happy? Like, what's the point of that? So, a relationship, just so you have somebody who you can have sex with and you consent. Obviously, you always get consent. You don't want to get in trouble. Hashtag me too. But I don't know. And then you have these stories of these people who just go out and fucking, you go on Tinder and you fucking swipe right and you get fucking 20 matches in one night. And they're trying to fill this void that they can't find. And then you have people who swipe right once on Tinder or Bumble or whatever you use, and then they're happy for the rest of their lives. I don't get it. Hopefully, I mean, if you're in the boat where I am, and and you're just trying to be, chill, not really trying to be in a relationship, I feel you. But if you know what love is, help us. Because there's a lot of people out there who don't know what it is. And we're just fucking walking around with blindfolds, stumbling upon, just trying to find either the next nut or that person that we can just fucking talk to. Shit. I can talk to you, to my audience, all I want. And I can say, oh, I love my audience, but obviously that's not the same as the other type. So I don't know what it is. If you guys know, tell me, hit me up. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I would love to hear some of your stories too. So I mean, if you want to let me know, follow me on Instagram, hit me up on Twitter. On Instagram, you can find me. My handle is WillyFlores63, or send me a quick tweet at the real Don Chepe. Or you can leave a. I'm going to upload this video on YouTube also. Find me on YouTube. Talk to Chepe. Leave me a comment. Subscribe and let me know what you guys think love really is, because I would like to know. Fucking walking around like an asshole. So let me know. So that's my 2 cents when it comes to love. If, like I said, let me know. And I know this episode was a little bit more serious than the usual other ones, but it's conversations we have to fucking have. Because if I don't, who's going to do it? And there's plenty of people who are fucking quarantined still who don't fucking even know what they're doing. So, again, let me know. Hit me up. Reach out. I appreciate, again, everybody who's listening. I hope you guys had a great week. Have a great weekend, because this episode's coming on a Thursday, as always. And just spread love. All right, guys. Love you. Bye.